I'm coming on mic for a second because someone said thanks for not starting the stream. Dude, it took me 30 seconds to start. What the F? Okay, I'm going back to starting soon. I'll actually start in like 5 minutes. All right, I think I'm good, so I might be on mic now. Hello, let me turn the music down for just a pinch, because it's a little loud to me. Can you guys hear me? We'll move over to the starting soon screen. Actually, before I move over to this screen, I'm gonna move over to this screen just to, okay, good. It is visible. It was not working when I was trying to like look through my webcam earlier. Well, now I gotta change my settings again, because I screwed with the settings, because it was giving me trouble earlier. Here, let me put a print here for example. That way I can make sure it's nice and focused. How's it going though, guys? It's been a minute. It's not gonna automatically read the super chats, so I'm gonna have to dedicate like a segment to reading through super chats. I probably won't see them all as they actually come in. But I'm gonna try to read them as they come in, just for the sake of, you know, being on top of that. And I think that's about good, so we can see that. Cool. Let me put that away. I was gonna try and start a bit where I was like in the middle of playing a game or something on here, but obviously we're not doing that because I couldn't check that. Because I couldn't get it to show my webcam while I was just in studio mode, but that's okay. Switch 2. No! I wish I had that early. No, it's just a Steam Deck. Okay, just took a sip of drink. Let me go ahead and see what some of these super chats are saying, because I don't want to miss too many of these, because they can build up, and I will get lost. So give me 1 second while I enter YouTube Studio and find the full comprehensive list of all of those. Also, I just realized I don't use YouTube, but I'm pretty close to 100,000 subscribers. That's the amount you get like your first YouTube like statue thing at, right? Wow. Or plaque, that's what it's called, plaque, yes. Wow. Too bad I don't make videos. Anyway, let's see, let me go to earn all these things, supers, see all supers. All right, and let's go to the very earliest one that we've got, which is May 23rd. So I'm just gonna read through some of these, that way we can, you know, not dilly-dally. This one is from the Canadian Wilderness, or Wildermess, and they say, "Hi, Michael. In your personal opinion, do you think Jax likes horror movies? And could you possibly, in Jack's voice, respond to being asked if he wants to watch one? I'm a massive fan of horror." I mean, sure, I like horror. Evil Dead 2, the original Alien movie. I've never actually seen Alien. I've only seen Romulus, so I'm being a complete bullshitter when I say that. Cabin in the Woods. Scary Movie 1, 2, and 3. Those are so scary. No, you know what? Jax's favorite horror movies are the Scary Movie movies, because those are bad. Stream is laggy. Is the stream laggy for everyone else? Gamers, is the stream laggy? Am I moving properly? Is it looking good? It's not laggy for you? Okay, someone in the chat has crap internet. Sorry, bud, your internet's bad. It's not me. Or your computer is bad, and you need to check your VRAM or something. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, Jax probably just likes the Scary Movie movies because they're stupid. Ariana W. I'm very glad to have met you at Level Up with my Kovach fursuit. Hope you enjoyed the bracelets and other little goodies I gave you. Yeah, of course, Ariana. I do indeed appreciate them. They are currently inside of a little, well, right now they're in a box, but they're gonna end up inside of a drawer once I've got a nice thing set up for all of the fan merch. There's just so much. So right now all I can do is fit it in a box for the time being. Lexi Buck says, "Hey Michael, say something random as Ken." What? Ken? Ken the Butcher? I don't voice Ken the Butcher. That's Jason Marnoka. I'm assuming you mean Ken the Butcher.
Well, I can't sound like Ken the Butcher. So here's my shit attempt at it.
It's not as good. Ken from Street Fighter. No. Sure you can. I don't know. Let's see. Michael, how was the Dogman books I got you? Dude, they're still in the UK. I've got some friends that are gonna ship me all of the stuff from the UK con that I went to, but it's such a pain in the ass to ship internationally right now, I think. So it's a lot of stuff. So that's gonna take some time for it to actually get over here, because I couldn't personally bring it with me. I had to have it shipped. So it's in the loving care of somebody who will ship it all to me at some point. I can already tell there's some super chats here that are gonna have very, very basic responses. So I apologize. It's Sophie, says, "Hey Michael, how you doing?" Doing good, thank you very much, Sophie. Thumbs up. Jaden says, "Hey Michael, hope you're doing well. Super excited to see Murder Drones is on Prime Video." Yes, thank you so much. I'm very excited. Very cool to have it on Prime Video. Aaliyah Creates says, "Just wanted to see if you got my drawing I mailed." Dude, I've been so bad at checking the mail. I have to go to the mailbox sometime soon and check it. If I did and I opened it, then I appreciate it. I get so much mail that I don't remember each individual piece that I get. But I do look at them all, and I appreciate the art, and I do keep it stored. but it's possible that I haven't even gotten to yours yet because there's still some packages in the mail that I haven't been able to get to because I've been so swamped with other things that going to the mail has been the least of my worries. But I appreciate it regardless. If it's at the mail place right now, it'll eventually get seen. Also, people in the chat that are spamming, I will ban you. Just letting you know. I'm going to start being a bit less nice about people being annoying in the chat. If you are annoying, I will find you and I will murder you in cold blood. Not actually, but you will be banned. So just be warned, don't be annoying, be nice, make this a fun experience for anyone and everyone. And if you don't, we will strike the ban hammer. Mr. Nice Guy is over with. We're gonna kill people. We're gonna kill people! No, we're not gonna do that. But yeah, don't be annoying, please. No spamming. Anyway. Ol Snippers says, how do we know it's actually Michael and not his evil criminal mastermind twin brother, Kaivel Movach? Oh man, I'm so glad that you said Kaivel Movach because just replacing the first and last letter, or the first letter of my name on each name, like changing it from Michael Kovach to like Movach, you can't say my first name doing it that way. I've had too many experiences of people doing it, and it's like, oop, you said it bad. But no, maybe it is. You don't know. Maybe it is Kaivel Movach. Maybe that is who it is. Yeah. Let's see. Tobias says, hi, Michael. I'm working on a Candy Kovach Cat ATM. Candy Kovach Cat? Is it like made of candy beads or something? Or is it like a candy-themed Kovach Cat? That's cool. Show me when it's done. Batavia Bowser, hello Michael, it's 11 p.m. for me and should go to bed, but I would love a good night wish from N if possible. Also, wish you a lovely stream. Well, you have a lovely night, Batavia Bowser. Dream big. Arrow Archive says, hi Michael, it was wonderful to meet you at ZenkaiCon. I was the bedazzled Uzi with the paid bills folder. Oh, I remember you. Thank you for signing my print. My friend Kayla loved the print you signed for her. Oh, awesome, I'm glad. Emerald says, hey Michael, my birthday's on Wednesday. Can say happy birthday to me is Rocky. Well, Emerald, I hope that your birthday shines bright. Like a diamond, but your name is Emerald. I'm such a bad birthday wish giver. Zeroy says, I love you, Michael. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you. And now I have to refresh because there's been plenty more since the last time I refreshed. So let's take a look. Oh my gosh, yep, there's quite a few. Give me 1 second while I look for these. Where did we leave off? Where did it leave off? Okay. All right. Nick Mays says, me from Level Up in Vegas. Did my bracelets, fan art, and letter make it through? It was wonderful meeting you. Rotten Jack Simp. Yeah, it all made it through. It's all in a box right now. Anything that I got at Level Up Expo, I kept. I think there was one thing I had to not keep because it was just too big. I don't remember what. No. I kept everything from Level Up. No, Level Up, I did keep everything. I think what I did is I gave away a few snacks that I knew I wouldn't like because people gave me a bunch of snacks. There was something from the UK that I did have to dispose of because there was no way I could take it with me, unfortunately, because it was just too big. It wasn't anything like particularly like handmade. It was just something that was too big. That was I think an item they bought and gave me. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Oh my gosh. Monstrous Sly says, and say how cool Uzi tomboyish emo style she met. What? You said a lot of words I don't understand. Sure, my girlfriend is a tomboyish emo style person, but she's cool. I love emo tomboys. Now you're gonna clip that and put that on TikTok. Okay. Let's see. Mandy Bless says, it's me, Michael, it's Otto, the Diligence Simp. Currently, I'm making a custom Diligence plush king. Oh, hell yeah. I remember you. I did the thing for you at Level Up Expo. I saw the little TikTok video that got posted. Hell yeah. Well, best of luck with your endeavors for diligence. They are certainly a very, very, very cunty robot. What do we have next? Bloody Worm, or Bloomy Worm, not Bloody, Bloomy Worm says, "Hi, Michael. I saw in photos from Level Up Expo that you were wearing a beige cat jumper. It's really cute. Where did you get it? Also, how was the UK when you visited?" I got that cat jumper just straight off of Amazon.com. I'll send a link in the chat. Hold on. I'll just find it. I bought it literally off Amazon. I'll just type in cat. I bet you it'll show up. Where is it? Here it is. This is the exact one I bought. Right here. Posting it in the chat now. This is the cat jumper I bought. That's what I bought. It's titled Men's Oversized Cat Sweaters, Crew Neck, Long Sleeve, Cotton Cute Pullover Sweaters by N/D. Guarantee you that it is, unfortunately, a design that's probably been stolen and reprinted on Amazon. That's most likely what it is, but that is where I got it. I don't know where the original source might be. It is a popular design, so odds are it's been stolen to hell and back, unfortunately. That's just sort of how it goes. Let's see. Back to Super Chats. Nick Mays says, read on Tumblr that you're ace, true or false? True. As far as I can tell, I'm asexual. Needless to say, I'm in a point in my life where since I came to the conclusion that I was asexual, I'm not in the same relationship I was when I discovered that. So we're gonna take some time to discover myself. As of right now, pretty sure I'm still ace. But we're gonna take some time to discover that. So we'll see where the future goes, but I still think I am. So yeah, as of right now, asexual. Let's see. Gaming God just gave $5 Canadian with no message. Thanks, Gaming God. You're a god. Inky Fresh Animation says, hello again, ya goober. Hope you've been doing well. I'm also hoping to see you at Cadabracon when it rolls around to see you and the others. Yippee! Yippee, indeed. Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm excited to go there with Elsie Lovelock, the voice of Uzi. Our first convention appearance in the US together. And I'll be there with Alana Fitzgerald, the voice of Sin in Murder Drones, and Melancholy Hill in the Gaslight District, and Jason Marnoka, the voice of Ken the Butcher in the Gaslight District, and our favorite angry cat from Lackadaisy, Victor. Anonymous is, how would Jax flirt as a joke, and how would N act with a big sister named X? These are very hyper-specific. I'm gonna have to set rules in place about certain things, because I think some of these I can't answer. I can't say, because they certainly are not canon. I need to be a little more careful about stuff like that. How would Jax flirt as a joke? I don't know. How would N act with a big sister named X? I don't know. Why is your name X? I don't know anything about the big sister. They're just a big sister named X. MKW Core says, hi, when I met you at MegaCon, I talked to you about Angel Dust and Addict. I should have mentioned that I did my own MIDI transcription of the song. Nice! Henry Doodle says, how's my favorite VA today? I'm good, thumbs up, can't complain. Cannot complain one bit, doing good. Hazel's Pause says, this is either a brain rot question. This is either a brain rot question, but can N say something brain rot to Uzi? Hold on, this is either a brain rot question or what? Do you mean this is a brain rot question, perhaps, but can N say something brain rot to? There's not even a question there, that's just a demand. Can N say something to Uzi that's brain rot? I can do that, sure. I've done that plenty of times in the past. They get old fast. I don't think they'll be funny forever. What's a funny thing I could say to Uzi is N that's brain rot? Chat, give me some suggestions because I don't want to say skibbity toilet again. What is some good brain rot that I haven't used that you might want to hear N say? Ballerina Cappuccina. Ballerina Cappuccina! The music is very loud! There we go. The music's not loud anymore. Ballerina Cappuccina! Oh, man. You slay, Queen. Ah, Uzi, my beautiful Sigma. I don't know. That's all we'll do. We'll do those. Let's see.
What else do we have?
Deluxie and Doodles, Michael Kovach and his Switch 2 fan fiction. Dude, I'm gonna have one game on that console, and then it's gonna collect dust. I'm gonna have Mario Kart World, and then I'll have to wait a month for Donkey Kong, and then it's gonna collect dust. I guarantee it. It'll be like the Switch when that came out, and I was like, wow, this is cool, it's the Switch. Look at how awesome it is. It's a Nintendo Switch. Wowie zowie. So cool. Look at all these games that I haven't played. No, I didn't mean to start that. Here, look. Mario Odyssey, haven't played. Wonder, beat it. Jamboree, played it. Brothership, haven't played it. Tears of the Kingdom, beat it. RPG, haven't beat it. Superstars, played it. Paper Mario, I haven't even started this. Origami King, only kind of played it. Skyward Sword, played it on the Wii. Did not play much of it at all on the Switch. I've got so many games here that I still have not touched or not beaten, because I'm a bad gamer. And I don't manage my time well. All right, putting that to the side. And it'll be the same exact thing with the Switch 2. Angel Bell says, hi, I hope you're having a wonderful sunny day today where you are. Do you like the Gorillaz? If so, what's your favorite song plus album? I'm gonna be so real with you. I'm a bad music listener. I don't really listen to the Gorillaz. I don't think I have a favorite song. I know that one of the characters from the Gangrene gang joined the band at one point. That's all I know about it. That's all I know about the Gorillaz, really. I've got friends that would kill me that loved the Gorillaz for even admitting that. So I apologize. Gaming God says, Michael, what do you think En's favorite snack is? Well, he can canonically only consume oil. So my favorite snack is you, Uzi. Wow, romantic. And also a little weird. Don't say that again, En. Mandibles says, please, can you say, can you lock the fuck in? As diligence. There, now you just have to add the filters to it. Zero Byte says, hey, Michael, was wondering when you get to my print if you can sign it in your diligence voice. You voice them so well, by the way. Sign it in my diligence voice. How do I sign with a voice? No, I can definitely do the voice while I'm signing it if there's like a request for a quote on it. I can do that, totally. Ernesto Castillo, who do you think is older, V or Jax? I don't know. Jax is like 22, right? I don't know how old V is. I think they're all teenagers, like late teenagers, like 19, 18 or something. So probably Jax is older. I don't know. Daniel Donahue says, hey, Michael, can you voice Angel Dust for me? No. Serial Designation M says, hi, Michael, I met you at Level Up. I love you. Love you too. Thank you. Dark X Wolf 17 says, hey, Kovach, met you at MegaCon Birmingham. I was Macy with the Rocky Potato, if you remember. I think I remember. What the? I am not. No! I'm sorry. I can't say that as N. I can't say that. I will say this as deadpan as possible in my own voice so you understand what they wanted me to say. I can never say this as N. They wanted me to say the phrase, how do I say this without it being, okay. They asked, could you say, I'm hard and I'm coming as N? No, I cannot. Benjamin O'Flynn says, what do you like to do in your spare time? Nothing. Bunny Bonbon, I love doing nothing. I absolutely love taking the time that I have to myself and being like, wow, time to do nothing. No, I want to be better about playing games. Right now I've been doing a lot of setting up furniture at my apartment because I just moved into an apartment a few months ago and I've been doing cons basically every other weekend. So when I do get back to the apartment, I'm a little, blasted from the con and don't really want to do anything. So I just kind of lay around and relax, and pet my cat. but which is the thing I mostly am doing right now. But I do like going on walks. I like playing games whenever I find the mind place to start a game. I'm very bad about starting a new game because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna want to commit to it, but then I never commit to it. I mostly like walking and kind of laying around and just existing. I like to exist. It's great. Let's see. We have Bunny Bonbon. Hi, Michael. Can Jax confirm whether or not he's real? Not that I care, just curious. Goose gave Jax an age. And because Jax has been given an age, along with the rest of the circus cast, I can only imagine that means they're not a secret NPC and that they are a living, breathing person. Serial Designation M says, Michael, I met you at Level Up. You were so sweet. Well, thank you, Serial Designation M. Tier the Weird says, make N say, we'll swim right over to Vespa Town, track down Signor Vespa. I love Luca, and I like Alberto and N, and that line sounds like an N line. I don't understand a single thing that just was said out loud by my mouth, unfortunately. Tier the Weird. I am so sorry. Melted Marshmallow says, hi, Michael. Can you please say happy birthday to me? Happy birthday, Melted Marshmallow. I hope that it's a good one. Take it easy. Treat yourself. Serial Designation M. I just got that message again. Did you send that multiple times? But yes, it was lovely meeting you. If you're who I think you are. Madden says, hi, Michael. What are the best ways to practice voice acting for absolute beginners? I recommend a website called Voice Acting Club. They get a lot of good resources. Chaz Taylor VA says, hi, Michael. So good to see you again. I met you in MegaCon with my friend dressed as Miku, and I still feel guilty for forgetting the Jax drawing. Hope to give it to you at some time. All the best. No worries. Thank you for coming by no matter what. Monstrosly says, can you voice act Brayden and N both in a scene? Why is your head always on fire?
Ugh, this is just how it is. You have a problem?
No, I don't have a problem. I just am curious why it's always on fire. Like, are you overheating? Is everything okay?
I'm perfectly fine. I don't know about you. Why are you so stupid all the time?
That wasn't very nice.
I know. I'm not a nice person.
Well, I like you anyway for who you are.
Okay, great. Thanks. Bye.
There's a little conversation. And then there's definitely more super chats, but I feel like I should probably get to signings. Let me see how many more there are that have been since I last refreshed. There's a few. We'll get through a few more, and then we'll start signing right after. So let's see. Beldo's YouTube says, you're my favorite person since forever. Well, thank you. Mandible says, Michael, can I have some diligence comfort?
You will find comfort in the sweet release of death. But that time is not yours yet. Be patient. We'll find your comfort soon enough.
There's something for you. Daisy says, hi, Michael, would Jax listen to Gorillaz? Probably, I don't know. He might. I don't know anything about Jax's personality outside of what he lets us know about him. Maybe he would, I don't know. He probably is the same as me and listens to music very casually. So I don't know if he would be as intense with the Gorillaz, but he's probably familiar with them, I would imagine. Jaden, what kind of snacks do you like out of curiosity? Reese's Cups. I'm a big peanut butter fanatic. Anything peanut butter, I'm all in. I love it. I love peanut butter. Lexi Buck says, Michael, I'm autistic. That's why I'm sending these super chats to you. Also, you think me and Jax could get along even though I'm a girl to play Fallout games? I'm not really into girly stuff. I couldn't tell you. I mean, Jax is a very tough person to get along with on a very fundamental level because he's got problems to work out. So I don't know if anyone can form a genuine relationship with that boy. But you could try. Maybe. Who knows? Anime Meme says, hi, Michael. Hope you're having a nice day. I wish I could have met you at Level Up since I live in Las Vegas, but I didn't have the money. I've been wanting to have you hear my Gangle impression. Aw, well, I'm sure it's lovely. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry you couldn't see me. Maybe next time. Anjo Baby says, has Jax helped you become meaner? Oh, did you see me say that I was gonna ban people if they were annoying? Maybe a little bit. Maybe Jax has made me a bit meaner and colder. I don't know. Samuel Shapiro says, big fan of your work. You're like a fusion of Tom Kenny, D. Baker, Billy West, and Rob Paulson. Hey! I'll take that as a compliment. I like all four of them. Zeroy says, hi, Michael. Keep up the amazing work. Will do. Thank you. Jude Volonta says, hi, Michael. Hope you're having a fantastic day today. Pretty good so far. Galactic Duo, thanks for the 79 pounds. Or 0.79 pounds. I didn't give that much. Still something, which is appreciated. Jenalise Fonseca, which I've totally butchered your name. I apologize. Says, hello, Michael. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for saying happy birthday last time. Just say Jenny for short. Well, I didn't say Jenny for short. Thank you. Mandibles says, can you say,
Oh, shut up. Oh, shut up. It's just like dancing. I'll lead.
as diligence? For audio potential. Sure. Aviation Drone says, what causes you to rage quit?
You!
No. No. I don't really rage quit unless I've been doing something repeatedly and it's just absolutely worthless and nothing's working out. And I'm just like, I need to take a break. I don't think the last time I rage quit, I think was years ago. I don't really play many competitive games anymore, but I know for a fact my roommates back in the day can absolutely tell you that when I played Fall Guys, I would go nuts. I would yell. Like, I would be like, no! I would be shouting. And so I probably rage quit at Fall Guys. I guarantee you I did. Let's see. Palm Foldery says, hi, I was the Zooble at CadabraCon. Oh, well, thank you for stopping by and seeing me at CadabraCon. Torchic Master says, hi, Michael, hope you're having a good one. I am. Bunny Bonbon says, can N do an impression of a Southern belle?
Gosh, I mean, I can sure try. But it just kind of sounds like this. I don't know what a Southern N would sound like. Probably just something like this. Very weird, isn't it? Doesn't sound like N to me. Sounds completely different. It's like a different character.
It's so cursed, right? Let's see. Star GT. Can you guess the game? Hint, possessed robots involved robot bear. Can you guess the game? Possessed robots involving robot bear. So tough. I don't know any games with a robotic bear. Bendy and the Ink Machine. Mandibles says, how would Diligence and Angel Dust interact? They wouldn't. Diligence is a heavenly virtue and Angel Dust is stuck in hell. They're not meeting. You did good. Gave me a cool sticker. Thanks for the cool sticker. Old Snipper says, Big Mike. Why are you calling me Big Mike? What? That is absolutely not what people have ever called me in the past, but you know what? I'll take it. Big Mike, the zombies are coming and the only... Oh, I fucked up. Big Mike, the zombies are coming and only you know a week before anyone else. With a week's worth of prep time, how long are you surviving Zombieland? Oh, I'm dead, dude. I'm dead before it happens. I'm literally considering the fact that because I know that humanity is screwed and nobody's gonna listen to me, I'm probably just calling it quits because once humanity is toast, even if I manage to survive, I have to be able to be completely self-sufficient and independent and be able to fend for myself. There's no more entertainment. Life immediately becomes just a struggle to survive, and what joy is there left in life if that's all that life is? That's how I see it. What joy is left to live? What joy is there left in living at that point? I hate to get deep, but that's kind of how I see it, at least. If there's a zombie apocalypse, I don't want to survive it. Because it won't be any good. It won't be fun. Anime Meme says, could you say hi as Doey, please? I love him so much.
Hello. It's been a minute, hasn't it? I hope you're all well.
Fred Bearcorn says, Michael, it was a pleasure meeting you at Level Up. You made my experience a blast. I was the one who gave you a Baja Blast Kovach Cat print. Thank you for everything, including the hug. Oh, of course. Thank you for the print. It was so cute. There were so many cute pieces of art that people gave me. They do at every con. It's always awesome. And I try my best not to bend the art pieces if I can. Some of them are so big, though, that it's hard not to. But yes, thank you for waiting in that long, long line, too. I know so Level Up Expo was such a busy con for me. Most people that were in my line had to wait like 2 to 3 hours to even see me. Nganor TF2 says, Michael, I really want to be a VA, but I want to know what the pros and cons the job has, and I'd really love to have some way to talk to you, please. Again, Voice Acting Club is a great place for resources. Pros being that it's fun and that you can make your own schedule a lot of the time. Cons being that it is very inconsistent work, and you have to file your own taxes and pay the government, every year or every quarter of the year, depending on how you prefer to do it. Ideally quarterly. And it can be very stressful. But, it is what it is. There's a lot to cover there, though. Izzy says, excited to see what NocoCon. How's the kitty cat? Kitty cat's good. She's just laying in the bed right now. She's chilling. There's a few more. I can't say your name, MC, but thanks for the 1 British pound. 7 says, my friend says that I look and act like I could be your secret daughter. How do you feel about that? I am never having kids, so... Yeah! But heck yeah. Cool. That's awesome. Fox Dragon says, Michael, I met you at Level Up. I gave you the handmade TADC set and some to the cast as well. Does TADC cast like the headsets I'm giving them? It was cool. I've still got mine. I appreciate it. I think I do, at least. If you gave it to me and let me keep it, then it's definitely in the box. Now I'm second guessing. Did you let me try it or did you let me keep it? I think I remember having it in my pile and I had to be careful about how to pack it back. But I know that I'm fairly certain I have it. It's just in a box. I would dig up the box and look for it, but oh my god, that box is filled with stuff. Tear the Weird says, make Jack say, what a sad, strange little man. Epic Gladiator. Thanks for the hundo. Holy crap. Hey, Michael, big fan. Your voice is music to my ears. No, I won't do that to you. Thank you very much. You're too kind. Anonymous says, would it be okay to have Jax reacting to a friend I made for him? It's on my TikTok. I can't look at TikTok right now. I'm so sorry. I've got some prints to sign. Love Lay Tabs says, just joined the VA community. Not the best yet, but I do an awesome Gangle voice. Hope to meet you at a con in the southern Wisconsin area one day. Hopefully. Best of luck. Zero Bite says, my acai bowl is possessed. Oh, no. And Ernesto Castillo says, who do you think is older, N or Nathan? Who is Nathan? I don't know who Nathan is. Maybe I'm stupid. Anyway, that's all the super chats that I saw. We caught up to them, which means now we can start to sign. Oh, there's one more that just came up. I listened to Has He Forgotten by John G. You really nailed your high and low singing. Keep up with your VAing and singing, man. Thanks, dude. Here. Stupider says, Big Mike, if you end up becoming a zombie, but only your body is controlled by the virus, you can still think and speak. Yeah, but that's still no fun. Murder Bite says, hey, Michael, you're one of my favorite voices actor. You're one of my favorite voices actor? You're one of my favorite voice actors. I'm wearing my end shirt and I love your work. Thank you. Please say hi to my friend Timmy/Perry. Hi, Timmy. Hi, Perry. Bugstar. Hi, Michael. I just graduated yesterday. Can I perhaps get a congrats from Angel and Rocky? And you, perhaps? Well, we'll start with me. Congratulations, Bugstar. Best of luck with everything, and congratulations on graduating. You did it! You did something even I probably couldn't. Maybe I did. I don't remember. I don't know the canon of my own character.
Hey, good shit. Get a good job and get some big money.
Let's see. Dark XL17. Kovach, I'm sincerely sorry. Can you say this? Maybe I don't hate Camp Campbell. Maybe I have everything. In Jax's voice. There's a Camp reference. There's that. Sounds a little exasperated because I was just reading it as I went along. But there you go. All right. We're going to chill on the voice requests. We're going to chill on that. We're going to sign some prints. So, we're going to start with this guy just because there's only one order for this guy. So we're going to sign this fella right here. Did they only send me one? Oh, they sent me a few. Okay, just in case. Good, I was gonna ask. All right. we got one of these guys to sign. Let me put the rest of these in a box. So this guy, let me grab my Sharpies. I got a bunch of markers in here. Look at all these markers. We'll grab just a regular black Sharpie. Wherever one is. That's not a black Sharpie. This is a black Sharpie. All right. So, this is for Levi, and they want a conversation between the cousins. Well, I don't have Belshazzar with me to, give me a conversation, but I'll just say something like, let's see. To Levi. Here, I just wrote, look at how young and spry we were, cousin! Oh, to be a kitten again. And then I'll put little Rocky there, and then I'll put my signature right down here. There you go. And then this one is BM16. There you go. First one done. I'll put these over here. Let's put some stuff away there. And all the signed prints will go right there. There we go. All right, that one's done. Now we can just do the individual prints. So, we will start with a Rocky print. We have a Rocky Footlight. And this one is for Giovanni. And they want me to write, please add after the name Shoot for the Stars. I feel like I've done one like this before, haven't I? This looks very familiar. Where is a gold Sharpie? Here's gold. Let me test this on another one of these guys real quick. Let's see. This one looks better than this one, so I'll use this one as the one I mess around on. All right, it looks good, so I'll put this over to the side. So this is to Giovanni. There you go. I wrote, shoot for the stars. Why would the prints be AI generated? None of my prints are AI generated and none of them ever will be. I will never utilize generative AI for an art print. I will admit that in the past, when I first started these, back when ChatGPT was new, there was an instance where I relied on ChatGPT for some prompts, to come up with like crappy poems, but I'm never doing that again. I did that for like a short period, and after I realized how bad that was, we stopped that. We quickly took that off there. Shame, I know. It was back when it was new and I didn't know any better. But I'm not doing that again. Oh, there goes that. I've got markers over here just falling all over the place. Okay. And then this one was 2465. All right. Now, give me 1 second. I have to grab something real quick because now this is a new desk and I don't want to get little markings like this stuck on here. So I'm going to clean that real quick. Oh man, these two little gold things here are already slightly caked in. Yeah, my old desk was absolutely caked in markers, in like marker residue from signings. So I gotta be a little more careful because this is a new desk and this is my first time signing on it. So I'm gonna try to be especially careful. Yeah, there's already some residue that I don't think I'll be able to get out there. That didn't take any time at all for residue to build up there. From a Sharpie. All right, now let me dry that off. And we're back. All right. The Giovanni one is done, so let's mark that as complete. Next up is a diligence print. We got diligence. This one is for Austin W. They said, could you please write,
The time for talking has passed, Rotling. Heaven's work must be done.
I absolutely can. We'll do this in black Sharpie. To Austin W. There you go. Sorry for tilting that to the side. There you go. I wrote to Austin W.
The time for talking has passed, Rotling. Heaven's work must be done.
And then a little diligence, and then my autograph right there. There you go. And this one is $24.69. There you go. All right, and unfortunately, I've got to skip this one because I don't have any cheerful ends. So, I am missing a bunch of my prints because there were too many things that I received at Level Up Expo, and I had to sacrifice a box of prints. My agent took one of the boxes and was going to ship them to me, but they haven't yet. So I'm missing a bunch of prints, and they did not arrive in time. So I'm missing Cheerful N, Spoopy N, Doey Color Splash, Kovach Cosplay, and a bunch of Jack's Keygens, which is like, what, 4 or 5 prints we're missing? So, yeah, this is going to be a shorter stream, because we're missing what is essentially, Cheerful N is like the most popular one. So, we're missing that one. So, yeah, I'm going to get more of those ordered. I won't be able to do another signing until around, like, June-ish. And it'll have to be on a weekday, because I've got a con basically every weekend in June. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out for the next one. That means I will have to do another one, at least for those prints. But for now, I can keep doing all the prints I do still have, which the next one in the queue that I do have is Jack's Retro, which is this one. So we will do this one. Also, I don't know if you guys have noticed, I took a little pride in this. I set up a lighting source, that way the prints are a lot more visible. You can actually see them. And I shook my desk, but you can't tell. Oh, now you can tell a little bit. But I added a stabilizer. There's stabilization. So now it's not as jarring when I do something and the camera shakes a little bit. There's a stabilizer. It's the little things. Wow, technology. Anyway, this one is for Kale's Tales. Hey, you. I know you, Kale's Tales. Happy 23rd birthday, May 15th. Oh, my gosh. Well, your birthday is past. I'm so sorry I missed it. Jax, that's kind of cringe. You made a whole guy for that? You're only making the joke take longer. I want you dead. Doodle bowling ball crushing Jax. Wait, I got scared for a second. Wait. Oh. Okay. You scared me. Because those are all, I think, quotes that Goose has said Jack says in upcoming episodes. And I was like, how do you know about those? But those are things that Goose has canonically come out and said, yeah, those are the future lines Jax says in later episodes. I got scared. I was like, did episodes come out and I didn't know? Or did things leak? No, yeah, Goose announced those. I'm trying to remember how I read them, because I don't remember how they're said in the episodes. But yes, I remember all of those lines. Oh my god. I got scared. I was like, well, should I read this? But yes, I can write those out if that's what you want me to do. Doodle a bowling ball crushing Jax? I'll definitely do that down here. There's a crushed Jax right down there. He's crushed. Here, 2 Kale's Tales. I'll write a little happy birthday. And I'll write 1 quote. I just wrote, happy birthday. That's kind of cringe. Is that the Family Guy death pose? Maybe. It might be. All right. There's that for you. And let me go ahead and write the number on the back. I'm going to be very careful to just write it like this. That way I don't get it on the table. This is $24.75. There we go. And then we're missing that, missing that, missing that. We've got this one. So we can do this Manor N for Max. So, for this one, they say, "Hi, Michael, can you please have N say, 'I love drinking Baja Blast, yippee!'" And a drawing of N drinking Baja Blast, of course. There he is, drinking his Baja Blast from the fountain drink. All right. There you go. I hope that is appropriate. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Can you say this is... Hold on, I actually kind of want to say that as N. I'll say the thing from the voice... oh my god, the super chat as well. But there's a chat above it that just wants me to say a Jax line as N, and I absolutely will. Be quiet! I can't hear the escalator! Like, he says it playful, like, shh, be quiet! I can't hear the escalator! Oh, I love the noise it makes! It's like, what noise? The noise! You don't hear it? No.
Listen closer!
There's absolutely no noise coming from this escalator. And then Murderbug told me to say, "Hey, Link! Hey, Link!" There you go. All right. And then this one is $24.79. I wrote it very crappily, but I wrote it. There you go. All right, and the next one that I can do is another Jax Retro. So this one, here, since I've got a bunch of this print here, I'm actually going to use this guy as a tester, because this marker is slightly dying, so I want to get it back to life. That should be good enough for now. All right, for this Jax, it's just for Daisy. And there's no special request, just a signature. There you go. I had a little Jax doodle down there for you, too. All right, and this one is $24.82.
right, into the pile.
And next we have a diligence print. This one is for Emsley, and they say, my daughter Emsley loves your work. Can you write, see you in Corpus, and a little N and Jack's doodle for her? Thanks. Of course. Hello, Emsley. And then I'll add the doodles of Jackson N right over here. There you go. Here, you know what? For the sake of it, let's add our first doodle of this boy, too. Or this, they are not a boy, they are they, them. Of wow. What is a good appropriate thing for this lad, this specimen, because they are a specimen. Oh my god, I've made a horrid realization. Trying to draw them, I realize the way that I'm sharpening their chin and making their head, they almost look like a crappy Eustace Bagg drawing from Courage the Cowardly Dog. All right, and this is 2486. Eustace Bagg. All right, there you go, Emsley. I'll see you in Corpus. And then we have exactly one of these guys. So I've got a few orders for him, but I can only sign one of them. So let's see. We'll do this first one from Aaliyah. It says, hi, Michael. I'm a huge fan of both you and Jax. I have anxiety and self-doubt. So can I have some comforting words from Jax and a Jax doodle? Thank you. Well, I don't think Jax is the right person to go to if you need comfort, but I can certainly write something that isn't abhorrent that Jax could say to someone to maybe try and calm them down if it seems genuinely serious. So this is to Aaliyah. Let me try this Sharpie instead. 1 second. Two. Oh my gosh. This one is bad too. I think the other one was technically better, so we'll just keep going with this one. Wait, wrong side. This is the thicker side. Oh man, hold on. This white is fading too much. Yeah, that white is fading just a little too much for me, for my liking. Is there another white in here I can maybe use? Let's see. No, not a single white one. Okay. And I don't think any other color does this service, or does this justice other than white. So, Aaliyah, I'm gonna come back to your print another day. This is the only one that I have of this particular one. There's not a single other white one! Everything else is like, is like red or black or blue or gold or something. So yeah, I'm so sorry. I have to get more white markers. But I also have to get more of this print. So I'm gonna order more of these guys. Next time I do a signing, and I've got excess of these guys, we will do, I can use another color. The thing is, I don't think any other color looks good on this print. Like, I could try silver or purple, but I don't think they look good. This print was made with white in mind for the marker. Like, black will just look bad, unfortunately. And none of these will come through clean. I feel like it has to be white, unfortunately. Here, I can try purple. Let's try purple and see how that looks. We'll give it a shot. No, that looks bad. What about yellow? Well, gold, technically, but... No, I feel like that... See, it doesn't look very good on this print. I don't know. Here, we'll do the gambit. Now that this print is basically ruined, we'll do the gambit. We'll test other colors. I'm so sorry, Aaliyah. I promise we'll go back to it next signing. But for now, this is the only one I had, and I don't have any other white markers that work. So it's just kind of not gonna work for this one, but we'll sign it next time. What about writing on the leg? Again, I don't think it'll look very good. I left this spot here intentionally for signing. Look, red looks bad too. It looks like it's like a dark cherry red. What about this pink? I've never even opened this one. Yeah, and like, I can do black, but I just don't think it looks very good. That's fine with the other colors. If you're sure, unfortunately, I still can't do it because I've already soiled this print, and this is the only one I had, so I do still have to do yours at another date. But next time I do a signing stream, I will be signing yours. I apologize for the trouble, genuinely. And also, now I've made a mess with all of my... Look at all these markers. We got so much. There's too much. I will not mark that one as done because I still have to do that one. The next feasible one I could possibly do would be another due diligence. So let's do that. Another due diligence. Let's get all these markers out of the way. This one is for 0. Hello, I have no clue what to get signed on my print, but just have fun with it. You got it. Here, hold on. I got something that I kind of want to do with this one. Here, we're gonna do something great. We're writing this in binary. Yep. Feel free to translate in real time. I'm sure somebody will. It wasn't even anything particularly funny. I just cannot... Everything else was too long. Binary sucks to write, dude. I'm never doing this again. This gave me a headache. That's all it is. It just says I like you. It just says I like you. That's all it says. Yep.
I like you.
Because I wanted to write...
I'm fond of this one.
I wanted to write that or something, but... Yeah, it sucks. Anyway, there you go. This one is... $24.94. All right, and that is all of the VIPs that I can physically do. So let's see which ones are not VIPs that I can do. I can do this Rocky. Yeah, so many people ordered Doey and Cheerful N that those are the most popular ones, and I'm missing those ones. So I have to be very careful. There's only so many I can actually do, unfortunately, today. This will be a much shorter signing stream than the usual ones, but that gives people time. I just spit all over this print. We're grabbing a different one. Why did I spit? You voiced Doey?
I did voice Doey. Thanks for noticing.
Yep. This one is for Gabby. There you go. I was cursed with these spaghetti arms. There you are. And the nombre on the back is 2467. Old Snippers asked, what's your social security number? Yeah, it is 264-38-2148. That's not actually it, obviously. I do have mine memorized. I am a good boy, and I memorized mine. But yeah, no, not giving that to you. You'll have to give me $1 million for me to give you my No, even for $1 million, I wouldn't. Cause that'll ruin my whole life. Well, actually, if I prepped ahead of time, I could get my social security number reinstated. But still, too much of a hassle to do that. Let's see, what else can I do? I can do... a Rocky Suckdoliger. Oh, I missed this one. Okay, this is a VIP that I completely missed. So we can do this one too. This one is for Kale's Tales. Rocky. This one's for you, Shane Dawson. Whoa, no! I am not saying that. Oh my God. No, I realized. I realized too late. I said the whole thing. Well, I said almost the whole thing. But oh my, no. No. That's a bad one. That's really bad. No, it could have been worse. It could have been worse. I could have said what came after, because the full quote, which I will say as deadpan as possible, is ha 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 ha. This one's for you, Shane Dawson, for what you did to Freckle. You have a apartment in hell. Kale, we take this to our graves, mostly you. I'm like, I don't want to insinuate. I don't want to insinuate anything. Yeah, not good. I appreciate it though, Kale's Tales. I'm not gonna write that. But I will do 2 Kale's Tales. I'm gonna write Ride or Die. There you go. There's that for you. And this one is $24.97. There you go. And we have a due diligence I can do. This one is for Ace, and it wrote, have fun with it. Well, I already did binary for another person's, and I don't think I have the strength to do it again. To Ace. Let's see. What's a fun thing I can do with this with diligence? Hold on. You know what? We'll do another binary. We're gonna do this. Here. I hope you'll like this one. Are you guys ready? More diligence binary. Here. This one. I have to zoom in. That way I can actually read this properly. I feel like some people will already know what this is by the first, like, 3 letters. We did it. You guys like it? Here, has anybody already translated it? Do you know what it is? Can you read it? It just says diligence. That's all it says. So much for not doing it again. I sure did. Yep. There you go, Ace. All right. And this one is 2,500. There you go. Now, the reason I had so much fun doing that one is because technically, that's the last one I... Wait, no, it's not the last one I can do. I can do this one. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I can still do this one. So we got this one for Lincoln Rainwater that I can do. This one says, "Hi, can you write no, don't frame me, no, write anything else you want." Sure. To Lincoln. Is Rainwater your real last name? That's a really interesting family name, Rainwater. And there's N in a framed photo right there, too. There you go. And this one is 2471. All right. And let me double check, but I think that's everything I can technically do. Which, man, 26 prints. I could not sign at all because I was just missing them. Yeah, I'm missing every single one of these. I'm missing Cheerful N, Kovach Cosplay, Doey Color Splash, Spoopy N, Jax Keygen. Man, that's so many. Yeah, I'm gonna order more prints, and I'm gonna get on top of that. That way we can actually do those next time. Well, I guess in the meantime, since that's basically all I can sign, wow, how long did this one go for? We went for 1 hour and 27. This is gonna be the shortest one. So I guess I'll read through the rest of the super chats that have been sent, and we'll call this an early stream. This will be a shorter one. So let me go ahead and go through what we got on super chats, and we'll chill for a few minutes. I'm not gonna stay on for too long. I'll just read what's left of the super chats, and then we'll go from there. Let's see. Owl Gober says, my required super chat. LOL. Hope you're doing well. Love you and your work. Making fan art for you as I type this. Your #1 sim. Aw, well, thank you. Fantokyo, make Doey meet Fantokyo. How do I approach this?
Finally, another friend. You're a very big friend.
Is that like an insult?
No, I love having friends of all shapes and sizes. I just didn't expect you to be so large. And not in like a bad way, I just mean like you are huge.
Well, thank you, I guess. We're gonna be good friends.
They would be friends. I genuinely think Fanto and Doey would be friends. Maybe not Kevin, but Matt and Jack would love Fanto, I think. Cameranium says, what's your opinion on eating dirt? You know, you're getting your nutrients. Can't complain. Minute says, hey Mike, as a Brit and Whovian, I think you are the only American that could play Doctor Who. Love your work. Well, thank you. I don't think I'll be playing Doctor Who. Sorry for the offensive British accent. No, I think that Doctor Who, the Doctor, should be exclusively British. I don't think I'm the only American that could play Doctor Who. In fact, I think I'm the least qualified American that could play Doctor Who. You feel so offended. Well, don't you feel it? Well, at least our skills. I don't know if you guys have seen that TikTok. I love that TikTok of the... Oh, you call cigarettes what over there? Oh, we could never say that over here. Well, at least our schools are not a shooting gallery, mate. It's such a good video. It's awful. You feel depressed now? Don't feel depressed. You are good. I'm going to Britain several times this and next year. I love being over in Britain. It's a lot of fun, and as much as I'm joking about the accent, it's a good accent. I like it. I can't do the British accent authentically, so I have to resort to being a bit of a parody. Let's see. Murder Bite says, hey, when you can, could you say, hey Link, in N's voice for me 10 seconds after you read this? Hey Link! Was that 10 seconds? Total Trash Mama, or Mammal, Total Trash Mammal says, you should put a piece of like poster board behind the prints when you sign to avoid that in the future. You know, that's a great idea, isn't it? Getting some poster board here. I might have to do that. Murder Bite says, could you say, hey, Link in N's voice? Oh, I already did that a bunch. Oh my gosh. Hey, Link! Anjo Baby says, do you have a favorite human Jax fan art? I don't know if any particularly come to mind, but I've seen a lot of different versions of human Jax, and all of them are good. Every single one of them that I've seen has been good. I just love the creativity of people, because this is a character that you don't know what they look like, you know, in the real world, or what they could look like all you can go off of is their voice, but maybe, and their digital avatar in the game. And so it's really cool to see people kind of take that and just do whatever they want to do with it. It's really neat. I still stand by that Jax is a fat white man. No, I'm joking. No, he's not. That's just me. That's what I look like. No, I'm just a chubby white guy with disheveled hair. It's like, that's Jack. No, we don't know what Jax looks like, and that's the beauty of it. You're not fat. I'm a little chubby. Let's see. Anonymous says a flirty quote from Jax, maybe an edit, and I might buy a print next month if you have a live or anything after. I don't think I'm gonna top the thing I said is Jax that was like, don't make me beg. I don't think I'll ever be able to top that. Jax, as far as being flirty goes, he's just, I think that he wouldn't want to give people that satisfaction. He's just the type where he likes to mess with people, but I don't think he likes it when people take enjoyment out of it. I think it's no fun for him because he likes seeing them get riled up, but he doesn't like seeing them actually enjoy it. Maybe Goose has different opinions on that. I don't know. That's just kind of how I've taken his character. Liz says, hello from a Czechoslovakian fan. Hello! Actually, Ash says, hey, Michael, I actually bought a print, but it's a Cheerful N one, but I hope you're having a good day and doing well. Aw, well, no worries. I'll get to yours next time. I apologize. Ya boy, Durple the Dragon says, do you know Butler, VA? The name sounds familiar, but I don't know them. Murder Bites, thank you so much. That's my name. Can I show that to my mom, please? Yeah, feel free. Xavier says, hey, Michael, wanted to say hi and good work on the Gaslight District. Thank you. Unknowingly says, hey again, friend, Unknowingly here. What did you think of the first episode of Mechanical Instinct series? Keep up the good work. You released it? I didn't even know. I didn't even know that you released it. When did you release it? Did I miss it? If it just came out recently, I'm gonna check it out. But I have not seen it, so to be determined. Wait a minute. Oh, is it the Khan's presentation? Is that the first episode? I actually did not even know you released that if that's the first episode. I will have to check that out. I'll watch that at some point soon. Thanks for letting me know. Kelsale says, Mikey, thank you for each birthday print and hope you are in good health. I follow in your footsteps and did my first live stream for my birthday cosplaying as you. When you get to the Rocky print, I got Belle to say it too. Love you. Oh my gosh. You got Belle to say that? What? Oh my, I refuse to say it. Holy crap. Wait, are people being mean to someone for donating large amounts? Guys, that's really not cool. Let people spend what they want to spend. It's their choice in the end. Mandibles says, can you say resilience? Wait.
Resilience.
Has it been 8? Hold on. Maybe, I don't know, actually. I don't know the canon. Anyway.
Resilience. I've known you for almost 8,000 years. Hold my hand. Now!
Yeah. There you go. Zero Bite says, I'm going to put this one next to the one I got from Belle, Temperance. Heck yeah. Emily Kearns says, hi, Jax. You enjoying this day to the max? How are you feeling today? Any adventures you like to play? No. I like all adventures, so long as I get to be the main character. Chris is done, or Crisis Drone. Crisis Drone says, say something funny as Diligence. Also, which character in Gaslight District do you think you can voice aside from Diligence? Well, I don't think I could have done Mud. I don't think I could have done Ken either. Maybe I could have tried Breadhead. I think Gianni does him great though. I know I auditioned for the narrator,
This world.
the narrator. I did something like that. I can't remember what I did. But Ken, I basically did my best attempt at something kind of like what Jason Marnoka did, but Jason did it way better. Breadhead, I think I didn't go as deep. I just made him a little silly and dumb. But I love that Gianni's Breadhead is just like,
Hey, Mel, let's do this. He's just so deep and very dumb.
I think he sounds great. I don't know. Diligence was a choice fit for me. And say something funny as Diligence.
Something funny. This is what you requested, after all. I'm simply doing what I've been ordered to. And you said to say something funny. So something funny are the words I shall say.
There. What's your social security number? I already gave you that. Kale's Tail says, sorry to bug you with this, Mikey, but since it's been a year now, will there be more Jack Sprints? If so, what a thrill. I wish the cast hello to you all. I want to do another Jack Sprint. I actually have an idea for a Jack Sprint I really want to get done. And it's a group print. I'd love to be able to get it out by the time the next episode potentially comes out, but I don't think I will. Take that as you will. I don't think I have time to commission a print in time. So hopefully, we'll see. But I don't think I'll be able to, because I usually like to time them to new episodes. But who knows? Either way, there will definitely be at least one or two more Jax prints in the future, guaranteed. I want to do a group print, and I want to do a single print of Jax. James Yasko says, is it just me, or do I really want a Lackadaisy musical? Like, how cool would that be? I would love a Lackadaisy musical. Emily Keems says, anything special you're going to do in June? What's your favorite game genre? Hi, Percy. How's the blacksmith business treating you?
It has its ups and downs.
Anything special you're going to do in June? In June, I have NocoCon with Alex Roshan, Marissa Lenti, and Amanda Hufford. So that'll be a lot of fun. Also, I'm just doing a big stretch, so don't mind me. I'll be there June 6th and 7th, I believe. Or is it 7th and 8th? I think it's 7th and 8th. I was wrong. That'll be in Watertown, New York. And then 2 weeks later, I have another convention that they still haven't announced me for. Let me check and see if they've announced it yet. Because there's a con I'm supposed to be going to that they're supposed to have announced me for. But I don't think they have yet, so I can't talk about it. Let me check and see if they have. 1 second. So far, it's not looking like it. Let me check their Instagram. Maybe they didn't update their website. But yeah, there's another convention I'm supposed to be doing in the middle of June. But again, they haven't announced me yet. No announcement, so I can't say anything. I've got that, and then I have another con the weekend after. Oh! I guess I can say something cool that I'm doing this month that is unrelated to conventions. So Level Up Expo was a great convention, very good. However, an issue that I've run into since I've moved into an apartment is, wow, I'm in an apartment now. Recording things sucks in an apartment because now I have no closet. I have to use it as a recording space, and the rooms are so thin that my neighbors can hear me if I'm yelling and being too loud. So I took the money that I made at Level Up Expo and I bought a big ol' recording space called a Studio Bricks. And that should be arriving sometime in the middle of June. And I'll be constructing that bad boy. And I'll have technically the same recording booth as Elsie Lovelock. And so we'll both have a similar kind of recording space. That thing was not cheap. That was not a cheap thing. But I can write it off on my taxes because it's a business expense. Hooray! Yeah, Studio Bricks. They're not cheap. That thing ran me $13,000. But I'll be using it for a long time for voice acting. So it'll be perfectly fine. It'll do me some good for a long time. And it'll help me so I'm not annoying my neighbors and making them want to call the police on me. which is also always a great thing. Can you do all the voices of who you were from Poppy Playtime? I was the scientist.
And I was rich.
And Doey.
And the monster tutorial voice.
And other things, probably. Oh, and I was some security guard in some video they did. The Huggy Wuggy escape video. I was some security guard in that one. I'm trying to remember if there are others. I can't remember. Anyway, let me see what other super chats we have, and then we can call it. Let's see. We have... Oh my gosh. Soundwave the Dragon. How's that cover of Love is an Open Door coming along? Dude, I still gotta do it. I'm gonna be completely real with you. I still need to refine my vocals, and I still haven't... Me and Elsie talked about it just a few weeks ago, actually, that we want to get everything finalized for that. And I said, yeah, whenever you can. You know, feel free to send over your stuff, and I'll do mine at some point, too. Neither of us have just been able to dedicate time to it. Because it is just a thing that, you know, we're doing on our own. And we're also busy adults, so it sucks. But we're trying. We want to get it out soon. Once my Studio Bricks comes in, and I'll have a proper recording space again that I can use. I've been recording things out of the closet in this apartment, and it's been fine. The newest glitch ad that I recorded,
And an Uzi, a happy dappy on a little date.
that was recorded inside of the closet space that I have, and that sounds fine, but it could be better. But I'm gonna be picky because I'm a voice actor, and I'm always picky about how my recordings sound. Are we gonna get a full version of that song? What we recorded is what we recorded. I don't think there's ever gonna be anything else to it. Oh, there's one thing here I can talk about. Hold on. Let's see. Ernesto Castillo, can you do a Scott Pilgrim impression? Probably not. Michael Cera is a very natural voice. I mean, I probably couldn't. It would just sound like me doing like an anxious voice. Goat says, you're super cool. Can I get a hi from Jax? Hello. Yeah, that's all you're getting. Captain Critter says, so I heard a rumor you popped into the Has-Been voicing booth like a wild Pokemon, and that now you're voicing Angel's brother. Is that true? I know that they cast a voice for Arachnus. It is not me. And if it were me, I would not be allowed to legally respond to this question. So, can confirm, not me. If I had gotten the opportunity to do it, sure, I would have. But again, I'm sure they found someone wonderful and great to voice Arachnus, but it's not me. I've not been asked to do anything for Has-Been Hotel or Hell of a Boss. I will say that I did audition for one character in season 2, but that was because my agent sent me the sides. I don't get anything from anyone otherwise. So nope. Did not do that. But it'll sound great no matter what. Whoever they got will do an excellent job. What else is there? Anime Meme says, can I get a comforting hug from Doey before the stream ends?
Of course. Here, hugs for everyone.
And there's a little sound. Anonymous says, can I have a happy early birthday from Jackson Rocky? You gotta wait until your actual birthday. I don't do anything early. If anything, I do them late. And then Rocky, every day is your birthday. Happy birthday! Tomorrow's your birthday too. You're getting old. Lilo and Stitch fan, how'd you like that live action, huh? They said, Michael, I want to tell you about a channel called, hold on, Shattuck Productions. She's a comic artist in VA. She's working on a series called Safe Hollows, an AU featuring Doey in her universe, The Hollows. Her boyfriend, Kaiser's Game Zone, voices Doey. Cool. Heck yeah, that's awesome. I'll have to check it out. I actually haven't really seen anything from, like, AU stuff for Doey. I've only seen fan art people have done of versions of, like, each of the kids, which is really cool. Lovely Tab says, may I get an unfriendly hi from Jax before you go? Hello? Hi. Hey. Wow. I'm saying hi to you. Hello, Lovely Tabs. There's Jax being very sarcastic. Hi. I love saying hi to people I don't know and I'll never see in my life. Because I'm stuck in a digital hell that I love, by the way. Can I hear Percy say hi? For context, Percy is a orange cat I voice in Billy Busta.
Well, hello! I'm saying hi.
He's doing the like hi. It's like hi. He's doing that. Daypro, thank you for the 249 euros. Tobers says, you seen Gooseworks' design for their version of Freddy Krueger? I would love to see Goose's take on Anoes. A-N-O-E-S. What is A-N-O-E-S? What is that? Oh, A Nightmare on Elm Street. Why did I not know that that was A Nightmare on Elm Street? I would love to see Goose's take on that. Yeah, it'd be neat. Goose has a very creative mind. Daypro says, one day, will you come to Spain? I'd love to. The Dapper TV Skull says, can I get a wahoo from you? Wahoo! Vanilla Spar Cake, thank you for the, whatever that is, 500 CRC. It's not like $500, it's probably like $5. Reneve says, I'll be seeing you at GA and GC in July. I love you so much, by the way. Hey, I'll see you there. That's the con in Scotland, right? In Glasgow? Yeah, Glasgow Anime and Gaming Con. I'm excited to go there. That'll be a lot of fun. I'll be there with Elsie. I'll be there with Elsie and my friend Chloe and a few other people. It'll be very fun. And let me double check and see if there's been anything else since then. All right, nope. That is the last super chat I've got. So with that, we're gonna call it. So thank you guys so much for sticking with me and hanging out. Who's Chloe? Chloe Eves. They are a voice actor that I worked with on a little thing you might know called Indie Cross. If you've seen Indie Cross, I voiced Cuphead in episode 2. And they voice a bunch of characters in Indie Cross as well. They're also in Zenless Zone Zero as the green-haired maid girl, whatever her name is. I don't know her name. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna call it. Thank you guys so much. You all take it easy and have a good one. And I will make sure to schedule another stream soon. It's gonna be a bit awkward because I've got conventions every single weekend, this weekend and next weekend. So the next available weekend I could do a signing would be the 14th. So it's possible my next signing will be on like the 13th or 14th of June. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys in the loop. Until then, you guys have a good one. Bye, everybody. Oh, wait, hold on. Bye, Michael. Good seeing you and take care. Yeah, you too, Inky Fresh. All right, take it easy, guys. Bye.